Okay, page 26. The Art of Drumming, reading text in 4/4. The eighth note triplet and quarter note. First line, measure number 1. Here I'm going to count eighth note triplets throughout the first few lines. I'm going to count 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the. Line 1, first measure. I have an eighth note triplet, but this time I have an eighth note rest on the second beat of the triplet. So I'm eliminating that, but I'm counting it. I'm going to do the first downbeat, 1 and the. So that established, again, 1 and the. I eliminated the and of the triplet. It's telling me it wants a rest. So I'm going to count eighth note triplets for the first measure. 1 and the play, and the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the. Now that is the same thing for 4 measures, and I'll play that for 4 measures at 50. 50 beats per minute, that's my downbeat. 1, 2 and the 3 and the now. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. Now, that takes care of line 1, page 26. We go to line 2, page 26, the first measure. Again, combinations of the quarter note and the eighth note triplet with a rest on the second beat or note of the eighth note triplet. Again now, here we go, line 2, eighth note triplet, count. 1 and the play, and the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the. That's the first measure. Second measure, 1 and the play, boom, chain, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the. Third measure, second line, 1 and the play, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the. Fourth measure, line 2, 1 and the play, and the 1 and the 2 and 3 and the 4 and the. And I'll put that on 50. That's my downbeat, 50 beats per minute, counting eighth note triplets. 1, 2 and the 3 and the 4. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. Okay, third line. A little bit of combinations here in different fields as the eighth note triplet, eighth notes, and now 16th notes. Again, I keep recommending constantly the Joe Morello table of time. The transition from measure to measure of different fields of quarter notes, eighth note triplets, 16th notes. Make that transition smooth and you'll be in business. Okay, third line, first measure. We have the eighth note triplet with the second note of the triplet being rested. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the. Second measure, line 3. You need to be a little careful here because on the third downbeat we have a straight up and down eighth note. Line 3, second measure, 1 and the 2, 3 and 4 and. To feel the timing. You need to do this at first to understand the notation and then challenge yourself with the metronome. Okay, second measure at 50. 1, 2, 3, line 3. Now, 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and. Third measure, quarter note, eighth note triplets with the second note of the triplet being rested. Line 3, third measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The fourth measure, just to make sure that your timing is correct, and you have to get this time function thing correct to make the transition from 4 strokes to a downbeat to 3 strokes to a downbeat. Line 3, fourth measure. 1, 2 E and 3. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 and 1. Let's do it again. 3 groupings of 4 in the 16ths, which would be 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and. Now when I come to 4, I have an eighth note triplet, which would be 3 beats to the down, 3 strokes to the downbeat. So I have 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 and 1. Okay, at 50, line 3, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1. 2 and 3, 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 and 1. Okay. Line 4. First 2 measures are the same, and it's just a different variation of the triplet feel to the quarter note. The second note of the triplet is rested again. Line 4, first measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Second measure, line 4 is the same. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, third measure. We're not changing the time. The time it's in the same place, but the feel is going to be somewhat different because now, from doing 3 strokes to the downbeat, you're going to feel 4 strokes to the downbeat and play wherever you have to play and rest where you need to rest. Third measure, line 4 rather. Line 4, third measure. 1, 2 E and 3 E and 4. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. Okay, line 4, last measure, combination of the quarter note, the eighth note triplet with the rest on the second note of the triplet, and the grouping of 4/16. Here we go. 1, 2 and 3, 4 E and. Now put the metronome on and we'll play that. That's line 4 rather, the beginning. 1, 2, 3, play. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1, 2 and 3, 4 E and. Okay. Now the remainder of the page is everything that you've learned so far, putting into different patterns and different formations. Now you just need to use what you've learned and apply it. Now we're going to go to line 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Line 5, page 26. First measure, combination of 16th notes, 8th note triplets. 1, play. 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 E and. Again, a little slower. 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 E and. Okay. Second measure, dotted eighth note rest. Again, the rules don't change. The placement is different, but you need to put the rules into effect where it falls. Line 6 measure, 1, 2, 3, 4. Line 5, second measure. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and the 4E and the. Again, second measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1E and the 2E and 3E and the 4E and the. Slower. 1E and the play E now. 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the 4E and the. Okay, now from this point on, just different combinations of things you already should know or been practicing and you get more and more familiar with. It's just different rests, different combinations in the different places of the downbeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go to line 6. I'm not going to explain it. I'm just going to play it slow. We'll leave the metronome out for now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1E and the 2 and 3E and the 4 and the 1 and the 2, the 3. 4E and the 1E and 2E and 3E and the 4E and the 1E and the 2E and 3E and the 4E and. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Line 7. Okay, combination of 16th note rests and 16th notes. You have to grab hold of the count and know where each note is falling within the count. So, first measure, line 7. 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the 4E and the. Line 7, second measure. 16th notes again and combinations of the 16th note rest and 8th notes. All you need to know is the value and where they fall within the downbeat. Second measure, here we go. 1E, play E. 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the 4E and the. Third measure. 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the 4E and the 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the 4E and the. Now, I just went on to the last measure, and I'm not playing nothing except what's there to be played. I'm following the rules. You rest, you play. You count, you maintain tempo. Slow. This is not about speed. This is about understanding different combinations within the measure. Okay, last line. 16th notes, 8th note triplets, so on and so forth. I'm going to play the line all the way through now without explaining. You should be able to follow. 1, 2, 3, play. 1E and the 2E and the 3 and the 4. The 1, 2E and the 3E and the 4E and 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the 4E and the 1, 3, the 4. The last measure again, a little tricky. Dotted eighth note, 3/16 is equal to it, plus the 16ths. 1E and the. Then you have an 8th note triplet, 2 and the. Then 3E and the 4. Play the line again. Let's try 50. You got 1, 2, 3E and the 4. 1E and the 2E and the 3 and the 4. The 1, 2E and the 3E and the 4E and 1E and the 2E and the 3. The 4E and the 1E and the 2 and the 3E and the 4. Now, I have a little bit more time on this video. I keep talking about the table of time. I'm not going to get into quarter note triplets. I'm just going to play quarter notes, 8th notes, 8th note triplets, and 16th notes. And back to quarter notes again, over and over again. I'm getting a sense of time. I'm getting the distance equal. I'm feeling the pulse, the quarter note, the 8th note, the 16th note, the 8th note triplet. I'm going to play a few times at 50. Let's move it up a little bit. Let's go to 60. That's my quarter note. That's my groove. That's my time. And you're playing all these variations inside of a time. And the best practice for that is to understand the difference in the feel and the transition, making it clean from note to note. And this is a good exercise for that. Again, 1, 2, 3, quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, triplets, accent. 1, 2, 3, sixteenths. 4, 1 E and the 2 E and the. Back to quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and triplets. 1, 2, 3, sixteenths. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the quarter notes. 1. Then it's a challenge to make quarter notes to sixteenths. 1, 2. Do your own combination. 4 sixteenths. 1 E and the 2, 3, 4. 2 downbeat sixteenths. Then eighth note triplets. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3, 4 eighth notes. 1, 2, 3 triplets. 1, 2, 3, 4. You start feeling that and practicing that, the reading becomes very simple. It's just a matter of following the rules and regulations. It's just mathematics. Okay, any questions on anything? Go to my website, www.mattpatella.net. Email me or for any kind of questions, and or Skype me or friend me on Facebook or talk to me on Facebook. I'm under Matt Patella. Thank you very much.